Alright guys, Soothy Purple Boy, I'm back with a jewelry jar. Now this is a game that a lot of people like to play. I don't like gambling on machines, but I'll gamble with a jar. Here's the thing though, the jar is always 12 to 20 bucks. What do you do? And I have another one right here that we're going to do later for 20 bucks, big jar. Now what do you do when it costs that much money? You can YOLO it and be like, okay, let's just see what happens. Now, the technique I use is you have to find something in the jar that looks good, even if it's just one thing. So if you can find one thing in the jar, then you might as well buy the jar. And if there's one thing, there might as well be another thing. Usually, so so you got to go in with a game plan. My game plan is I always have to find at least one thing that looks cool or that I feel like I profited off of. So let's open it up. And before I open it up, the reason why I bought this was because of these bangles right here. They look like they're silver. Not necessarily. They might not be silver, but they might be nickel silver, which has no silver content. But I think these are silver bangles. We'll see if I'm right. So let's open it up. I didn't open it, and that's the tricky thing with these jars is a lot of people, they either just YOLO it, and you can't do that in my opinion because sometimes they're good at making bogus jars. Okay, now instantly I see this ring right here, and it says 925. So right away I find a ring that looks like gold over silver, and it has a nice pink gemstone here. See, and it has hands holding a gemstone. Now this is gold over silver, this ring alone. So right when I open up the jar, I did not know this was in there. But like I said, if you find one, you're going to find more. So this is 925. And like I said, it's gold over silver. It's just a cool little ring with two hands holding up. And then there's a crown on top. Now this ring could probably sell for about $20, $25 alone, just because there's a gem involved. And like I said, it's stamped 925. It's stamped 925. Oh, you can't drop the jewelry. And yeah, this looks cool. Okay, so that's already something. Okay, that's already something. And you gotta, and I'm here, and I'm your host to show you guys the game. I know the game better than anyone. This says 12 carat. It says 12 carat, but you guys listen. Usually when it's stamped 12K, it's always gold filled, and that's just how it is, guys. You just have to come to terms with that. And a lot of people can't. They flinch at everything that's 12. And guys, listen, you'll learn that 12K only exists in Black Hills Gold. So 12K only exists in Black Hills Gold, but anything else it's going to be gold filled, which means it's not solid. So far we have these two. So this horseshoe is gold filled. It has some gemstones on it, but trust me, 12K is always gold filled. It's not solid, and that's what a lot of people misunderstand. Gold filled is basically just plated, but it's like plating on steroids. So a lot of people do buy gold filled. They're starting to, because with gold at, what is it, 2,700 an ounce, even plated stuff people are grabbing it. So this is nothing. So far we got a little bit of stuff, and this, okay, base metal stainless steel. This is a watch. Sometimes they can be gold plated. This one is a Seiko. Sometimes the band can be gold filled. In this case, it is not. It's not gold filled. It's not anything. If someone's into watches, they might want that. But so we'll put the good stuff over here. The stuff that's actually, and like I said, the ring is silver and this is gold filled, which is basically plated, but it's stamped. So as long as it's stamped, there is a chance I can sell it online for a little bit. So let's just get more out. Okay, now here's another ring that, let me see if it's stamped. And yes, it is. Here, I'll show you. So look, so here's another silver ring with onyx. And here, let me just feed it through my, no, you're not going to see the stamp. You guys will just have to, well, maybe, hold on. You guys see the stamp way back there? Hold on, let me just bring it up here. Hold on. Just so you guys know I'm not fooling you. So this is the ring that I just found, and that's marcasite. So it's onyx, and those little stones are called marcasite. Something in the 80s, so I know this ring is automatically old. And if it has a gemstone, you're going to be able to sell it for about 15, 20 bucks. Not to a pawn shop. A pawn shop is just going to give you the melt. See, it says 925 SU. See? 925 SU. And this is beautiful, and I have acid on my fingers, guys, because I test acid all the time. This finger got really bad. I got acid all over my fingers. You really should be careful, guys. But yeah, this is an onyx and marcasite, so let's put that in the batch of stuff that's decent. So let's go back. Okay. So this is the stuff that's real. So we got 2 silver rings so far and a horseshoe that's stamped 12K. And this ring is fake. It kind of looks real, but no stamp. Guys, if it's not stamped, remember, jewelers will always stamp their stuff, guys. I mean, there's been a couple times where something, wasn't stamped, but that's like 1 or 2 times. Because jewelers are always proud of their stuff, guys. They're always going to stamp it. That's just how it is. Jewelers are always proud of their jewelry they make. I thought this might be gold filled. A lot of these pins are gold filled. Now, like I said, gold filled is just plating on steroids. So it's basically gold plated that's just like plated like 10 times. So I thought this pin might be, because usually gold filled is stuff like this, cufflinks, yada yada. So let's move all this stuff aside, and I can see it a mile away. This stuff is nothing. And these stones are fake on these clip-ons. They look like real stones, but they're fake, I can tell. Okay, so far we're doing pretty good, and we haven't even gotten to the bangles. Okay, this pink watch is Anne Klein. Anne Klein could sell. I might save the Anne Klein watch. With the Psycho watch, or Seiko or whatever, you never know. I could maybe sell these watches on a watch bundle online. Okay, but let's not get the stuff that's good mixed up. So far this jar has paid for itself, because each silver ring, like I said, will sell for about $25 online, 20 to 25, and the gold filled, this thing will sell for about 10 to 15. But you want to do lots. You want to do, okay, this is interesting. No, just glass beads. I thought it was pearls or something, but it's not bad. I might give that to somebody. Now, this ring I also saw when I was analyzing the jar. Let's see if it's real. And it looks real because it looks like it has diamond chips, but here's the thing, guys. If it's not stamped, don't waste your time. And I'm looking for a stamp. If it's not stamped, don't waste your time. Jewelers are always proud of their stuff, and they will always stamp it, guys. And this is not stamped, but it looks like silver. So I could go home and see if it's magnetic or not, because if it's real silver, it's not going to be magnetic. We're going to set that in the junk pile. I'm not going to just assume it's good. I'm going to assume it's bad because it's not stamped. But you never know. It could have been. Okay, now these are the bangles that I thought were silver. Okay, so these are the bangles in the thing. Now, I know this one's not. This one's a common one, but these still sell. It's brass, silver, and copper, I believe. But if it's stamped, Taxco is usually the one responsible, but this is unstamped, but it's still a cool bracelet. They typically sell for about $5 when they're like this. So I'm going to set that one. I'm not going to put it in the good pile. I'm still going to put it in the junk pile, but this is going to be like a sub-premium pile with the watches. Okay. Now, this is the second bangle that I thought might be real because it has abalone shell on the rim. And it says Alpaca, Mexico. So alpaca is known for nickel silver. So this is not silver, but it's still alpaca, which is a major brand. So this could sell for about $5. Once again, we'll put that in the sub-premium section. So we got a premium section. What's this? This is not real. What is this doing over here? So this is the real stuff. We got 2 silver rings with gemstones. Remember, if it has gemstones, you can sell it for a little bit more. And then 12K gold filled. Now, here's the other 2 bangles. Let's see if they're real. So we got to look for a mark. It looks like silver, but guys, they have to be marked. I'm telling you. Do not waste your time on stuff that isn't marked unless you're really high in the game and it's not marked. But I think that this could be silver because look how bendable it is. See? And silver is very bendable like that. But guys, so is nickel, so you got to be careful. But the fact that it bends that easily, it makes me think that it could be real silver, but it's not stamped, so I'm not going to put it in the premium pile, sub-premium. Because it's not stamped, but it's bendable like silver. Now, this is the third bangle that looked real. And it's stamped Mexico, but not 925. But this one looks, this one I would bet money on it that it's silver. So I'm gonna save this, maybe melt it down and do some testing on it later, put some acid on it. But it's stamped Mexico, but not wait. Yeah, just Mexico. I thought I saw the 925. But no, so this one I'm pretty sure is silver, guys, but it's not stamped. So I gotta put it. These bangles I think are both silver, but they're not. They're stamped Mexico, but not 925. But I think these were made by just someone in their garage. I don't think they were made by a really good jeweler. So not necessarily. It doesn't always have to be stamped, but because it's not, I'm gonna put in the sub premium and maybe melt those down. Okay. But we're trying to find stuff that's stamped and stuff that actually we can post right away. So here, let's not get that mixed up with our good lot. Just a phone. So this is the sub premium lot. This is our premium lot. And now we gotta do the search. Okay, this is gold filled. It's stamped. Yep, this is gold filled. It's kind of worn off. But like I said, people do buy gold filled stuff. So it's a gold filled flower with what appears to be green gemstones, probably green zircon, if I had to guess. But you never know; they could be emeralds because a lot of the stuff back in the day. But yeah, it says right. It's stamped right on the pin right there. Here, let's get the phone over here. Yeah, it's hard to see. Let's go in here so you can see what I see. See, it's stamped on there. It says 12 karat, but it's hard to see. But this is greens. See, the gold filled is plating on steroids, but people like gold filled because there's still gold on it, and then the gemstones are usually probably real because gold filled is so old. So these are probably real green zircon. So I might just take those gemstones out. They look real. So that's gold filled. Usually I can sell a gold filled lot online. So the two gold filled items we have are these two, and usually I could sell a lot of them. Meaning like I could sell a bundle where $50 for a couple gold filled pieces, and people might buy them. Okay. So this is a good jar so far, $12. Like I said, we got two sterling rings with gemstones. That is it does matter. If it's a sterling ring with a gemstone, or even just onyx, like in this case, it's gonna sell for way more than just a sterling band. And this is the gold filled stuff that I would say is worth only like $20 for these two items, or maybe like $15 for maybe 20, because gold filled still sells it. Oh, here's another flower. So here we have two of them. So now we have two of them. The fact that there are two now, I could maybe try to sell them as a pair. But like I said, when they're that old, it's probably better just to sell a lot of them, so people feel like they're getting gemstones and gold filled. Okay, so this is great. This is turning up, and then some beads. I don't know what these beads are. Wooden beads. I could save wooden beads and sell them, but probably not. Let me see. And you want to look for stone beads, because stone beads, I mean, technically anything can be a bead. Even rubies or sapphires, anything can be a bead. So you want to look out for, this is a glass bead, glass. So let me see here. I thought there was one more ring. Let me see here. A music note. I thought that was real silver, but it's not. I can tell it's fake, and there's no stamp. Okay. This is fake. Let's just dump out the rest. Oh, beads everywhere. Okay, now this earring I think is real, guys. This was like a little aquamarine. And it looks real. Yep, and it's stamped. I don't know what it's stamped, but it is stamped on the, what is it called? The post. And it is stamped. We don't know what it's stamped. It's probably 10K or 14, but we don't know. But all I know is that it looks like a real aquamarine or a topaz. There's no way my phone will be able to get that. So we don't know. Here, let me not get this mixed up. We don't know what this is, but I see the stamp on the post. And it looks like gold because this is a buttercup setting, so I can tell by the setting it's buttercup style. So we don't know if it's silver or gold. It's probably gold though. And the other stuff is just a bunch of this and that. These aren't real pearls or no stamps, nothing. You know. So basically, with this jar for $12, we'll do a recap in a second, and then I'll post this online. So yeah, there's just a bunch of beads. So in this jar, recap, we got 3 gold-filled pieces. So a set of earrings. I'm not gonna be able. I could try to sell them. Honestly, people buy gold-filled. It's crazy. It's because it's old. The gemstones are more than likely real, and there is a little bit of gold on here. Because remember, gold-filled is a thick layer of gold. So people will they'll de-gemstone these, and then they'll try to melt these down and try to get some gold. Same thing with this. This is 12K gold filled. Not the back, I don't think, but just the part that's stamped, just the horseshoe part. It's stamped 12 kg. So, or 12K GF. So yeah, 12 karat gold filled. And then the other recap is now this earring it's stamped and it looks like a real stone, so I'm gonna add that to my scrap lot. I guarantee you it's gold. I know what I'm looking at, but to my viewers, because you guys didn't see the stamp, basically I'll just set that aside. But 3 pieces of gold filled. Now the rings are the kicker. Rings sell easily, especially if they have a gemstone. Here, let's get a close up on this ring really quick. See, guys. See, this ring is going to sell for about, and see, there's the stamp right there. You have to make sure the 925 stamp is present. And I actually have a ring exactly like this, but with no gem, so it's just without, and it looks like there's a little diamond in there. This is beautiful with the hands holding it. These rings are they're old, and it's gold over silver because it looks like rose gold, but it's stamped silver. Same thing with this one. There's a gemstone involved, and it's stamped right over here, 925 SU. Personally, the gold over silver one is going to sell most likely. People would rather have a pink quartz, or that could be a pink diamond, but more than likely it's just pink quartz. And then onyx. Don't get me wrong, people still buy onyx, but not for as the onyx is flawless. Though look at that, the onyx is flawless, and the pink gemstone is also very good with the little diamond on top, and the gemstone looks perfect. So yeah, this was a good scrap lot, guys, for $12, and this is the game. So if you want to get in the game, this is what you get. You get 2 rings each. I'm gonna post them each for 25. Maybe this one for 35 because it's gold over silver. Then we got a horseshoe, and those stones are probably real, guys. And like I said, it's got to be stamped. See how it says LMNT 12KG? And that just means 12K gold filled. And then we got these, so this is just the recap. How did I know? Because it's stamped. Oh, it's actually stamped sterling. Wait, hold up. Oh, yep, sterling on gold filled. And I can tell just because look at how it looks. That's gold. That's how gold filled looks. So if it's stamped sterling, but it looks like this, it's either gold over silver or gold filled. I think these are gold filled though, but they're stamped sterling. But that's common in the 80s where they would do sterling with gold filled over. Then these are the rings. All right, guys, then we'll do the big jar later.